Ah. I can't get to the sound. So can't get to the sound. There we go. It's Rob Smith. It's October 28th, 2025. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that one some more tricky. Ow, I'm going to sing. I haven't done a lot. I just don't do a live for a little bit and I completely forget what I'm doing. Um, all the time. Boy, I hate computers and little clicky things, little clicky sounds. Ugh, madness. Clickety, 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 clickety. All right, here we go. Here's a live. All right. I think I'm going here. Can't see much what I'm doing. Here, no, I just move that over there. That'll give me more space. There we go. All right, I've got a number of things to do here. One thing is I need to ink this. It's Dr. Steve Brooks. And I need to ink this for his Christmas print. Actually, it's got to have more to it than that. I forgot. So all I need to do I go from there. All right. And I'll get to drawing here, other stuff in a minute. I've not done a live in the last, I haven't done a live since, I guess, a week ago. Last couple of days I've been sick. Wasn't feeling all that hot this morning, but I think I'm feeling better now. Set everything else up for his invitation, which I do every year. I've inked this one of these before. Usually we're cutting it much closer. It's kind of, this time we're running early, actually. I'm just going to color this and hopefully have it done tomorrow. That's what my plan is. I'm on the road Thursday. I'll be back on Friday. We do a Friday live and a Saturday live. We're on Facebook for the first time in a few weeks. I may have to finish this if I don't hear back. Haven't heard back from Steve here. It's his 10-year party. I've been part of all of them. And then some. I'm playing quick catch up. I'm way behind all sorts of things. Had all sorts of stuff scheduled, and now I'm trying to reschedule it all. He wants me to mostly use a illustration I did about 3 years ago. But the way I have him drawn it doesn't fit to what he wants to get across, which is this 10-year anniversary. I don't know how old this picture is. Just a couple years. Figured I'd do this here. Trying to. And he is a surgeon. This is actually a much smaller part of a larger drawing. Maybe I'll post it here, but I haven't been doing good posting. I have so that would, and I haven't. I got sick on Saturday, very sick. Sick through Sunday. Kind of recovering from Monday. And picking things up today a bit. All right, I'm just going to erase that. I scan it in. The lines are clean, are they? Not that you'll be able to see, it's going to be so tiny, tiny, tiny. All right, I don't know what's going on the page. Anyone else here? Whoa. Can't get to the little... Oh, there we go. Hello, Jonathan, across over Paranormal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Alp Comics. Now, that is Tony, isn't it? Because you came through as Tony Petrie before here. Or is that over on Facebook? I forget. Is that you, Tony? What's coming up? All I know is on the 8th, I'm going to be at the, downtown Ocala for, it's helping caregivers. It's a caregivers. That's a caregivers event for my friend Leah Taylor. I'll be downtown in the Champions for Champions booth. That's the plan right now. And then I'm going to go happy birthday to my friend Marguerite Kavanaugh on the 8th right afterward for some ice cream. I just got a call from Anal Fakori earlier today asking me to be part of her TEDx event. I can't. Marguerite's more important. So I'll do that instead. I think Tony would understand that. All right, and our friend Crossover Paranormal is having a birthday today from over there in Dobson, North Carolina. I have not drawn. I don't know what paranormal. What do you do for paranormal? I've thought about this off and on for the past week, but I was sick. I was really, really, really sick. It was just a stomach thing. It was I did too much in too little time, and it got me. I don't know if Tony knows Leah Taylor or not. Now, I was just on the phone. That link kept me awake and alive coming back from, I was at our Florida State Federated Republican Women event in Daytona Beach last Friday, and fellow Dobson member Aubrey Thomas kept me awake. We're talking all about Mostly about things we've been through in life. We shared a wife together. Always fun. And there's Krista Urich, who's a favorite trail of mine. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of friends over there to do a hike. We're going to be doing it. I'm just not sure exactly when. We're looking at, what's it, I think the end of the month, getting a bunch of folks over along the Withlacoochee. Well, no, I think we're going to do the 49th Street Trailhead along the Cross Florida Barge Canal, or whatever they call it now. These are folks you would not necessarily expect to see. On a hiking trail, and then everybody's going to go get something to eat afterward. And it's all going to be paid for, which I didn't know. It's turned into a Americans for Prosperity event, which isn't quite what I was planning. In fact, after we do this first hike, we may do another. If we start doing these regularly in January, probably we'll take 200 down to the Withlacoochee, and probably we'll all go to that Stump Knockers, which I don't really care for. You want real food, you go up to where Crossover Paranormal Society is. There's some good food up there. Aubrey and I were talking about the Derby, one of my very favorite places, just outside my own area. I like the Derby a lot. Have you been there? Crossover. You were drawing a ghost, and we were watching Casper. Oh, you're watching a Casper cartoon. 49th Street. Yeah, I used to, when I went to the meetings, which were Tea Party meetings, I'd stop there and hike about a mile or two, because it was on my way from where I lived to the Tea Party meeting, where I have and I got a lot of work done there too, a lot of friends. So I'd stop and hike a couple miles and go back. And I'm gonna go paint some stones, some rocks, and leave them. I'm gonna get to the hike ahead of time, hike it, and put some stones around for them to find. But I first got to make them. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm over my head with stuff to do right now. I don't want. Should I put your real name? Oh, you have been to the Derby. Now. Aubrey doesn't like the Derby, or not. He doesn't like it. He doesn't care for it. He'd rather go somewhere else. But the pricing's out of this world at the Derby as compared to a place he likes, but it's real expensive. Is that Richie's or Richards, Little Richards? And I think their food's. Oh. Here, actually, I'll do my little monkey trick. About to mess that up. I just did this. I used to do this all the time, and I don't do this much, and I forget. And I forget if it's A-N or O-N. I think it's A-N. And I will be doing free happy animal drawings at the event on the 8th. And it's only till noon or so. It's 11 to 2 or something like that. That's for the caregivers event in downtown Ocala. Okay, I got it right. My little monkey trick. Still wows. Last Friday, those Federated women, they loved it. A lot of good people there. A lot of good people. But let me see. I'm going to see whatever. What else is ghostly? I should, my friend Dickie Jo Mullins constantly. Well, she's doing black cats, but I don't like drawing mean black cats, despite my happy cartoon. Actually, it's my first time drawing since Friday. I've just not been feeling good at all. Very sick. Yes, spiders. Yeah, so if y'all want to, Tony, if y'all want to come over to that, you can on the 8th of November. You know who, Tony, you know who Manal is, don't you? You know, I think we've talked about Manal before. She wants me to, there's a whole bunch of stuff she wants me to do, actually, but I'm just over my head. Yeah, but I should draw that. Yeah, I was so ill. I lost my balance. I was having trouble walking. I was afraid I was having a stroke. It was really bad. The way I'm drawing, I'm wondering if I did. My goodness, this isn't up to par. Of course, I'm not used to drawing ghosts and things. I am used to drawing cats. Well, I also over where paranormal is. I also like. I think Aunt Bee's is a good fine place. I like in Pilot Mountain. I like Uncle Gary's a lot. Snappy Lunch is fun too. Probably the best fried bologna sandwiches I've had. Snappy Lunch there at Mount Airy. I admit they're a little bit full of themselves over there, but most of them are. But see, this is looking more Halloween than paranormal. What? So we have a paranormal expert here. What images most depict do you think paranormal? And this is, I was paying attention to my friend Steve, my old classmate, Gar the Ghoul, over on Twitch Friday nights, 8 p.m. I was thinking about the paranormal, but he's just making fun of everything, sort of. I also think this pen is running out of ink. Thursday, heading over to Orlando. See our friend Melissa Busby. She's having her birthday. Her birthday is this. If I draw better, if I had another pen. Oh, that inking turned out okay. What's a skinwalker? Well, are spiders a good? You can have this, Jonathan. I'm not sure how I get it to you. If we send something over to Amber Louise, put that in there. You can pick it up from her, I guess. I'll never mail it. Ask Tony. I don't mail nothing. I wish I could. I have no good way to do that. A lot of people are scared. Spiders are really, really good to have around because spiders keep other bugs away, especially palmetto bugs. They'll take care of any bug problems. I think I did a live last Tuesday. But happy birthday to you, Jonathan. I hope you're having cake and ice cream. Sorry I can't, I'm not there. Something Aubrey and I were talking about my being up that way. I don't know. I don't know about that happening. I only give him 4 legs. So I like seeing spiders. Seeing spiders means that things are going well. Also means not too much bug spray is going on, so you're not breathing poisons, and they're going to kill. They're going to kill a lot of bugs. And they don't mean they're just eating larvae is what they're doing. You'd think there's all kinds of haunted houses around Mount Airy with things like. I didn't see many. There's a lot of older houses, but I know far more in Florida, just in any one place. Here in Ocala, my friend Catherine used to do haunted ghost tours here in Ocala until the virus hysteria and people started going hysteric about everything, and she quit doing it. But there's a lot of so-called haunted structures around Ocala, especially along Forest. Hold on, I'm getting a problem here. Hold on, let me take this down. Also having a birthday today that I know is Evelyn Kelly. Evelyn's 91 this year, I believe. Today. Her family's been quite something in this neck of the woods. Right now, Evelyn's over just a little bit obsessed about a book she did. Oh, a ghoul. Yes, Gar the Ghoul. Would be ghouls be considered paranormal, though? Yeah, I thought I was going to start working on the Christmas print this weekend, and that didn't happen. But I actually had that my schedule for Saturdays live and Sundays, but it hasn't happened. You stop. You can see that. Okay. Well, yeah, I like the fine line more than I think this thing's kind of getting beaten up. I probably used this last Friday, and if you saw a few of my drawings from Friday, a bunch more on my Artistic Whimsy page. And I believe I was using one of these pens. I don't remember actually. I did a lot of drawing. That's the most I've drawn and driven all at one time in a long time. I think that's what got me sick. And eating what I did on Saturday. Nope. Did we hear? So, Crossover Paranormal didn't state exactly what imagery evokes the idea of paranormal. Now, my friend Dickie Joe would say it's a witch's hat, I think. She's always wearing one of those. You can find Dickie Joe Mullen on Facebook. I haven't actually left where I am at the moment since Saturday when I got back. Any other thoughts as to what constitutes paranormal? What imagery? Yeah, I was feeling so sick. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to draw anymore. It was really bad. Saturday night was a scary night. I had my Halloween Saturday night, and Sunday was a bit fearful too. Today I was kind of testing myself out, see what I could do and not do. Ghostbusters bring a pair. I hadn't thought of Ghostbusters. See, my studies while I was at Rollins College, I studied religion and faith, and I continued to study it as time went on. I have more of a practical view of it all, which is the actual study I guess, ghosts and spirits and such. But that's not that kind of imagery. I don't think makes it harder to get across. Image, black and white. Halloween, I hope to not be doing much of anything. I try to stay away and lock my. I'm going to be very. I don't know what's going to happen here. Last year I was in an apartment complex, and I had no. I forget what I was doing. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I slept. I don't know what happened. Because there were little children around, I know. Maybe I got pulled into something. I don't remember now. The apartment complex I was in. Ah, tarot cards voodoo. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm still a little not sure. But I got to make sure I'm okay so I can get out to Orlando. We'll celebrate Melissa's birthday. Maybe we'll try to do some live drawing there. I keep saying that, and I don't do it. But is that looking okay? Wow, that's a, my energy level's way low too. Get sick like I did. Wow, and I don't get sick like I got sick very often my entire life. And it seems like I guess it really was Saturday evening into about Sunday evening. So 24 hours of whatever hit me. All right, I want to put a yo-yo on her hand just because. How many of y'all have a yo-yo? Like I need to go out and about tomorrow a little bit. I haven't gone anywhere since I got back Saturday. In fact, I didn't drive Saturday. half brother Jeff drove me. Think, oh, I really had no business anywhere. I was pretty tired. I've got a bunch of children's stuff, children's book illustrations to do, and I gotta get Steve Brooks' card invitation done. I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow before I head off to Orlando on Thursday. I'll get that out of the way. I just think I need to add that onto the witch. She looks upset. My old pal Rob Labby did tarot cards. Or tarot, as Dickie Joe calls them. She calls them Dick Tarot cards. But is voodoo paranormal? I guess so. How's that looking? Looking up on the screen here. Yeah, I was using these, I think, last Friday. I've got a new easel, too. Well, it's an easel I got months and months ago, but I put it together. I'll be using it at the outdoor event. I just used it last Thursday for Champions for the holiday, for the Halloween dance party. And I used it for the Federated Women, too. It's just big and bulky. And our friend Tony Petrie does Alp Comics, and he's does various comic books. You can go see what he's up to, I guess, on his YouTube page. I mean, where are you going to be? He's going to be around here in Ocala, I think. Isn't there a comic event coming up? Or are they all gone for now? Until next year. Okay. So I guess that means, Tony, you're going to be reading tarot cards here from here on out. No, I don't know if Crossover Paranormal's still here, but I know he's celebrating his birthday. I wonder if he reads tarot cards. As I say, Dickie Joe does. And my friend Rob Labby used to. I know some other folks who do, too. I can't think of who they are. Well, I think Catherine Wendell does, who used to do the ghost tours. And again, Catherine Wendell was around here in Ocala. She did something called Ocala Ghost Walks. She did it for about 6 years and quit. because all sorts of problems came about. I think realtors were part of it. Oh, that hand makes sense. So much fancy. Well, I did start, as I mentioned, my friend Ben Marcuson pointed out Dan Donald Westlake, which led me to the Parker series. But so I read 5 of those, but then it flipped me over to Dan Marlowe's books, which I forgot his first one involving the man with no face took place in Florida. And I read that, I guess, 7, 8 years ago. I didn't know there were more to them, and I've just come across them. So I started reading the second in the series, and it takes place in Hudson, Florida, and pretends like Hudson's a big city. Well, Hudson then, when it was written in the 60s, and Hudson now are pretty much the same. Small area. There's a bunch of commercial stuff around there. My aunt's in that area of Florida. Writes about it very accurately for the time period, though. And it's very much like the Parker series, it turns out. Now, some of the Parker series takes place in Florida, but Westlake didn't know Florida at all. He just used Miami as a place. Marlowe, or whoever Marlowe really was, really knew Florida. I mean, he wrote Streets Down and all sorts of stuff. The character moves from Hudson, actually is in jail in Hudson, and moves up to Defuniak Springs. And he describes Defuniak Springs very, very well. Very impressive. And I will be definitely making some trips coming up, as long as I live so long. That came out of the Federated Women event. I'll probably be heading to Fort Walton Beach at some point. Probably after the first of the year. By the way, I was not, if you see the drawings I did for Champions for Champions, they were all a little happy. The only thing I did was a kind of scary dragon. And there's Cheryl Cornelius. And I have your book, and I will be at Gabriel's around 1:30, 2 o'clock, probably till 3, 3:30, 4. We'll be celebrating Melissa Busby's birthday. If you want to come on by, I've got Elaine's book. Oh, if Tony, you're still here, I've been reading, where is it? I've got it here, the Max Brand, Kildare. And I've been reading, I haven't read this one, but I read one I could get on the Kindle. And I think I mentioned this Max Brand, Dr. Kildare, or the one I'm reading, which is one I think right after this, reads like a Western in so many ways. In fact, it's confusing because it's like they're going from a saloon to a sheriff's office to another place. And, just waiting for them to the doctors start pulling out guns and shooting at each other. It's the one I'm reading is not well done. I don't know. I think I have one more Kindle-wise I may read, try it out, see, was he consistent in being very bad at this? What's shocking is that he was the guy to do this. Oh, you're reading about. Well, where'd you find that book? Because if you want to toss it, I'll send it over to Ben Marcuson if he doesn't have it. I'm already got a. Where'd you find that? Because I was over at Lighthouse Books and we were talking about Westlake and what expert of books, Mike Slicker, that's where I got Elaine's book. He believes that what happened was Westlake was very, very popular, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then the people reading them were getting old or dying off, so they all got tossed into bookstores. We've seen this before with many authors. So they get all tossed in bookstores in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, and then they all go away, and people either throw them away or keep them forever or whatever, so they may show up again maybe in 10 years, and that's why we don't see Westlakes right now. Oh, you're just buying books all over the place. I'm poor. I can't afford all these. You county employees, my goodness. Oh, I am going to Melbourne Village Tuesday. I'm going to teach a class on Florida history, specifically the 50s, 60s, about kind of the civil rights, Leroy Collins, things like that, for my friends in Melbourne Village for homeschool. I don't know not how I would do a drawing. Well, we'll be outside of October by that point. And I thought I'd be able to do this whole month, and I got sick. And boy, oh boy, did I get sick. Jeez. As I say, it's been rare for me to ever be that sick in my entire life. Even when I was so sick 2 years ago in coming out of North Carolina, I wasn't as sick as I was Saturday through Sunday. That was bad sick. Sick I don't like. I can deal with colds and all, but this was stomach stuff. And, it's actually scary. As I say, losing your balance and all. And I'm not sure. I wonder if I could still draw, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing anything. How's this witch? In fact, I've got Elaine's book in a box. I'm just going to carry the whole box. In fact, my easel will be in the car Thursday. I have nowhere else to put it. It's big. My goal is to get Steve Brooks' invitation done. I've already got a lot of my friend, as I call her, Laurie One's children's book. A lot of it, a bunch of it penciled and inked. I think my next thing is get the Christmas print going. And Tony, you'll have to remind me. It's a cold case crime, of course. Oh yeah, I read about that. Westlake had done a book that became a Bond film. That's it, huh? Good. Well, you found it. I think Ben's in a financial position not able to afford that either. What's sad is Ben runs the 3 Star Flea Market in just outside of Popka. So there's folks selling books there, and they don't come up Westlake, and that doesn't help them either. And I'm probably going to go to the Marion County Library bookstore tomorrow. I've got a bunch of bags to drop off, and I really don't want to carry them all the way over into Orange County. And Tony, is there something you want me to draw for you? Am I forgetting something? Please remind me. I've got these big projects all stacked up. Yeah, that's a bad hand, isn't it? That's a bad hand. It gets lost. That's a bad hand. Oops. That's what someone should do for Halloween. Adults is wear little hair things with little spider-looking critters in them. You get some spider rings. They still make rings that look like spiders. When I was little, I think my sister and I still have some of those. You put those in your hair, scare people. Yeah, if you want to, if Ben doesn't already have it, but he's looking for them. He's a big fan of Dublin or well, I'm not sure. I forgot his name. I don't think I've read one of those before. But it's helped me catch up because of everything going on, I've fallen behind him. I'm at 122 or 23 books. And I will make 150 by the end of the year, whatever it takes. I'm sure Melissa's at 500 books or something by now. Oh, I just picked this up and got it signed. I ran it. This is Nick Adams. Nick and I kept running into each other. We were together last Wednesday, no, Thursday, no, Wednesday and Friday. And then we'd been together. We were at the same place a few weeks before that. He is going to be our ambassador to Malaysia. I believe he's on his way there now. But he's a real nice guy. He's Australian. I think he needs to learn how to sign books so you can read the signature. I cannot stress this enough. You do something, you sign it so someone can read it. That doesn't work. You should do better than that. I didn't see, and I was tired. It was the end of the night. But I wanted to buy something from him. I'm thinking about passing this on to Melissa because she'll read it in a pinch, and I'm curious what she thinks of it. But Nick Adams, good guy. And there's Elaine. Elaine, I've got your book. As I said, if they're not insects. Spiders are lunch. You take some tapioca pudding and mix in spiders. Best. Prove me wrong. Anyway, I'll have your book with me Thursday over at Gabriel's. I don't know if you can make it or not, but I'll be there from. We're all. I'll get it together. We're celebrating Melissa's birthday. Our pal Melissa. Well, and if you're looking for anything particular, let me know. Oh, did I draw this? No. I'm drawing 6 legs. You can draw them with 8. You can draw them with whatever you want. It's paranormal. Here, let's frustrate Elaine. And by the way, it's paranormal. It's I don't know if he's still here or not. Crossover Paranormal's birthday today. He's over where my stepdaughter and children and so many family members are. Here, I'm gonna keep his mouth open. I'm gonna give him a tongue. Here, I'll really make this a mess. Spiders with tongues. Prove me wrong. Prove me there's spiders don't have tongues. You go get me a spider. You show me he doesn't have a tongue. Yeah, if you're looking for anything, let me know, Tony. Especially Western. That's right. I forgot about that sheriff's office. Sheriff's office. Yeah, back at the sheriff's office again. No, the sheriff's thrift store there on 200. I don't see myself going over that way. And I'll give him fingers too and a cane. Because we all know spiders have canes. This is paranormal. I can draw anything I want. Four fingers, because everybody knows spiders have 4 fingers. You cannot. Oh, oh shoot! I can't recall if I kept meaning to ask Mike about Mask Rider. I think we did talk about him. Did I leave you a message? Mike doesn't carry fiction, except for I don't. He had a Westlake, which I have, which I'm giving him back, which is actually right here, isn't it? Here we go. Here. Do you have this? Trust me on this. Ben has already read it, so I was going to take it back to Mike, which I was going to do. I'm not sure what I'm doing that. I don't know what this is. Trust me on this. Do you have this book? Trying to see if it's part of a series. I don't know. Keely Jones, Keely Smith. I know that Keely. There's Johnny Mercer. This is all with musicians, musical writers. Sarah, I don't see something about Galaxy, Weekly Galaxy. Whitcomb Fire Department. I don't know what this is, but anyway, that's what I got. Do you want it? Well, it's. Or if you want to read it and give it back, and I'll give it back to Mike. I don't know why he has this, because he really doesn't carry fiction. He has a very. Anyway, he did not have any mask writer, but that would be something he would carry if he could. The early magazine version, that is. Ooh, I gotta make sure I put the tops on these pens. They're drying out on me. Well, I'm not really sure if this is a spider. I'm not sure what the heck I'm drawing anymore. I don't even know what time it is. And spiders are good because they eat everything else. It's humans I have trouble looking at, if you know what I mean. This is a paranormal, whatever it is. Oops, I almost cut off his other arm. Yeah, those he does. He doesn't like carrying. Mike doesn't like carrying paper things, and that gets back to Mike out of Longwood. I don't know what Mike's got. But yeah, I think one thing got me so sick was I just didn't sleep much either for a few days. I just kept going and going, which I used to do all the time, as so many of you know. And I've kind of, while I was in Palm Bay, I pulled the plug, and I haven't been overly active while I've been here either. But I'm scheduling myself for a bunch. Now, I really hope, if all goes as planned, to visit the Christmas prints. First, I need to get them done. I not only need to get them done, I need to find a historic printer to print them. I don't think I can get them printed. The folks who bought the one in Orlando, I don't know about. And as I said, Mount Airy's got Pioneer Press. They're a real press. They're Mount Airy, but I can't get up to Mount Airy. A lot of folks have trouble that I want done on a certain color paper, on an ivory paper. That was when I was in Mount Airy, I was having that problem. No, off white, or I want to have an old feeling to it. We'll see what happens. killed this pen. Anyway, well, happy birthday to Crossover Paranormal. Hopefully this is okay. Are you all going to come? Is Elaine or the Cornelius gang coming to Gabriel's? And I may come through. I'm not sure I'm going home yet. 75 and the Turnpike have both turned out not to be good ideas recently. Oh. And something could happen. I could get sick and not make the trip. I admit, I'm feeling a little off right now for doing this. But I think I'm gonna be able to. I don't feel like this, like I've been feeling here in the last 5-6 minutes. Yeah, good. All right. Well, Gabriel's 1:30. I'll get there 1:30, 1:30. Yeah, something like that. Till probably be there till 3 or so, 3:30 for a while. And again, Melissa's birthday is Thursday. I lost the top to my pen. All right, thank you very much. So here's a spider. There's a witch. And happy birthday to Jonathan. Crossover Paranormal. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and skip out. I have no idea what time it is. I still don't know what time it is. I have no idea. All right. But thank you all for being here. I'll see you all later. And take care. Robert Smith calling. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you get a chance, thumbs up. It's not too late. Thumbs up. 1:30 p.m. on Thursday. Yeah, thumbs up if you get a chance. I appreciate it. I need to press it too because I'll forget. Here, I forget about that here. Thanks. Bye.